Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. So we will go to the next blessings, which is the seeing of the noble truths. Ariya Satyana Dasana. So it is the seeing of the Four Noble Truths by the path, which occurs by way of the breakthrough. So when one has realized the first fruition, the first path and fruition, second path and fruition, third path and fruition, fourth path and fruition, and then this is considered a blessing. And why is this so? Of course, this is a blessing because the path, the power of the path, the various paths, will be able to eliminate the respective defilements at the roots. That means there's no more potentiality for those defilements to arise anymore. So this is really, really a blessing. We are finally away from all this suffering. So isn't that a blessing? So there's also one story to share with all of you. So last time there was a merchant. So this merchant, he came from far into central India at that time. And last time were not like now. Last time when they travel, they have to travel by caravans and also with bullock carts, horse cars, and etc. So going from one place to another is just by walking, just by footsteps. So it was very difficult. And this merchant, having came with all his goods and merchandises, was there. The Buddha saw this merchant, and the Buddha gave a smile. So Buddhas usually do not smile for any other reason. Usually they have a reason when they smile. So when the Venerable Ananda saw the Buddha smile, so the Venerable Ananda know that, it is a time to ask the Buddha some things and to invite for a Dharma talk. So the Venerable Ananda asked the Buddha, so Buddha, why is the Buddha smiling? So Buddha say, Ananda, do you see that merchant there? Yes, Venerable Sir. And the Buddha say, he just came from far and is thinking of selling his goods. But he doesn't know that he's going to die in 7 days. And he might go to hell when he dies in 7 days. And the Venerable Ananda, being a very gentle and kind person, so he asked the Buddha, Buddha, can I go and tell him what the Buddha has said just now? And then the Buddha said, yes, please go. So the Venerable Ananda went and informed the merchant. So he told the merchant, just now were you thinking like this and like this and like this? Then the merchant was shocked, if somebody just comes to you and say, were you thinking of this, of course you will be shocked, right? If it's totally correct. Then the Venerable Ananda said, it was not me, it was the Buddha who saw through your thoughts. So the Buddha is there. So please go and pay respect to him. So the merchant went, paid respect to the Buddha. And being so accurate in the decipherment, decipherment of thoughts by the Buddha. So the merchant thought, maybe I will die in 7 days. So what do I have with all these goods here? It is better for me to make some merits for my afterlife. So he invited the Buddha and the Sangha to receive his meal invitation for 7 days, 7 consecutive days. And he sold all his things and he used all the money to offer to meals to the Buddha and the Sangha. And as each day passed, his mind became brighter and brighter, lighter and lighter. And on the 7th day, after the Buddha gave a Dhamma talk, he attained the first path and fruition. So once he attained the first path and fruition, the doors of the 4 bad destinations after death are no longer open to him. So what are they? They are the rebirth, the animal realm, the rebirth to the Peta realm, the ghost realm, the rebirth to the Asura realm, and rebirth to hell. the gates of these 4 realms are closed to him forever. So after 7 days, after he attained, then he still died. But this time, because of the power of the path and fruition, he didn't reborn in hell, but instead he was reborn in heaven. So this is the power of the noble truth. Right? So just imagine if many people realize the 4 noble truths, so many people are free from what a big, huge mass of suffering that they have eliminated from their lives. So that's why it is called noble. Alright? So hopefully with this sharing, I encourage all of us here, all of the listeners, to practice diligently and be able to attain path, fruition and Nibbana as soon as possible. So may the Triple Gem bless all of us with this, and may all of us be well, peaceful and happy. Sadhu, sadhu.